New here at 5:30. You know, it's not often we are fortunate enough to tell you about a mass shooting that was avoided. But Fox 26's Damali Keith is joining us live to do just that. She's at the Galleria tonight where Damali, a Houston police officer, took down a man with an assault rifle, a pistol, and dozens of rounds of ammunition.
Yeah, he certainly did, Jonathan. And, you know, not only was the man walking around here at the Galleria Mall with an AR-15 assault rifle strapped around his body, a .45 tucked in his pants, and a Bible in his hand, but the Houston police sergeant that wrestled the rifle away from the man says he believed the guy was also armed with deadly intentions.
I noticed that the gun was pointed towards my thigh. And I was just, at that moment, everything was like slow motion.
An arsenal is certainly something you don't expect to find on shoppers at the Galleria Mall, but Houston Police Sergeant Kendrick Simpo was working off duty here and received reports of a man in the mall carrying an AR-15 assault rifle. Within seconds, Sergeant Simpo spotted the man.
He had on a leather mask with spikes in it.
He was also wearing a Marvel Vigilante The Punisher t-shirt. The sergeant walked right up to the man with the rifle and rushed him.
And quickly grabbed the rifle. As we were wrestling with the rifle, I tried to rip it out of his hand, but I didn't realize he had it on a sling.
It was all happening inside Galleria on a busy Saturday in February as kids packed the place for a dance competition at the Westin.
I was wrestling with him and trying to yell at the kids to get into the room.
Sergeant Simpo had Guido Herrera pinned against the wall, and other officers arrived to help.
Then we took him to the ground and we noticed that he had the actual handgun in his front waistband.
Herrera was arrested with 130 rounds of rifle ammunition alone and carrying a Bible.
That bookmark of that scripture was talking about a mass killing.
Days later, while out of jail on bond, Herrera went to the federal building with a loaded gun, asking to see the FBI director, to which he pleaded guilty to misdemeanor unlawful carry of a weapon. However, he says he's not guilty of disorderly conduct at the mall.
Mr. Herrera was walking in the Galleria with a long gun, which we can all agree is not a great decision. But he wasn't waving it around. He wasn't pointing it at anybody.
So why did he have it?
I can't really tell you a whole lot about his intentions. It's subject to attorney-client privilege.
Definitely think that I avoided a major casualty happening inside the Galleria Mall.
Now, for the two misdemeanor charges of unlawful carrying a weapon and disorderly conduct just last week, a jury sentenced Herrera to 1 year in jail, which Sergeant Simpo says isn't nearly long enough. Now, Herrera is now being held on an immigration hold. He is from Argentina, and he is facing deportation back to Argentina after completing his 1-year jail sentence. Reporting live in the Galleria area, I'm Damali Keith, Fox 26 News.